Cat Ommanney, who is a Cat. Welcome to the show. We believe you're somewhere in the world. We're not sure where, but you are a star in your own right. But you did once go out with Prince Harry for, how long was it for, Cat?
It was not very long. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Hello, Cat.
So was it a month? You had a month?
It was a few days over the course of a month. Yeah.
How did you, so you're obviously English. How did you cross paths, you and Prince Harry?
We met at a dinner party in Chelsea and we have mutual friends in Australia. Australia?
Oh, wow, great. An Australian connection. We love that.
We love the Aussies. So that's how we met. Yeah.
And it's true, you were 34 and a mother of two at the time, and he was 21. That's true?
Yep.
And straight away, did you think, were you attracted to him straight away, and was it, it was obviously mutual?
No, I was attracted to him mentally, not physically. Mentally.
Well, it's funny you say that, Kat, because the Harry that you would have met then was the Harry that we saw in the world as being fun, a bit irreverent, who really enjoyed the world.
He was absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Hilarious. And to me, one of the most endearing characters about anybody is being funny.
Yeah, right. So he loved to laugh.
So much.
Yeah, great. That's good news. That's that. And as Kate, you say, that's why the world fell in love with him, because he seemed like he was irreverent.
Yes, but also
he was the second.
He was the
second favourite word, wasn't he?
Not Andrew.
Right.
So
we'll disregard him.
Yeah, he's off.
Oh, totally.
He's off.
Totally. But so, how do you? What happened? Because I imagine if I was 34 and I'm sitting next to this lovely young guy there's obviously a spark between us. What happened that led to you guys getting closer and ending up having this relationship?
Well, it wasn't really a relationship. It was just I don't know what the definition of a relationship is these days, but no, we hung out, we had a good time, and the fact that he was hanging out with lots of people who were just like hangers on, and I'm not impressed by celebrities, or I don't care whether someone sweeps the streets or cleans the bins or royalty. I'm not impressed. So we didn't even end up sitting next to each other. He ended up moving towards me throughout the evening.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up talking.
So did you kiss on that first night?
We had one kiss.
Yeah, so you had a passionate embrace on the first night, and then it went from there.
What are you, a psychologist or like,
Oh, we're fascinated by Prince Harry, and the world is, Kat. The world is. So he said so much in his own book, so he's left nothing out of his book, basically.
I haven't read it, and I'm so not interested in reading it.
But he's put it out to the world, Kat, and he said, "This is my story, and it's warts and all, and there's nothing missing."
Well, there's quite a lot missing from what I can hear, but...
what do you think is missing?
Well, that's another story.
Oh, that's very intriguing.
So
I haven't read this book, and I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to read it, but I've been sent excerpts of it, obviously.
So, Kat,
but
when you heard he was writing a book, because my first thought would have been, we would never have imagined how indiscreet he was going to be about himself. Did you think that he may have written about his tryst with you, given that he spoke about this losing his virginity?
No, absolutely not. And I said from day one that I would never be included because I was 34, mother of two. So of course I wouldn't be included. But he wrote about losing his virginity behind the back of a pub with some older woman, which is just like so cringeworthy.
But that wasn't you.
Netflix thing. No, it was not me. And if you get if you get your time zones right,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
if you get your time zones right when you call me,
Yeah,
then you'll know that it wasn't me, because you didn't even get the year right. But yeah,
no, he was. We were joking, but he was apparently 17 at the time, and you met him when he was 21. That's fair, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah. So did you, after your brief relationship with him, did you stay in touch? Was it did you leave on good terms, or did he ghost you, or what happened, or did you ghost him?
No. His phone number gets changed regularly for security purposes. And no, we left on great terms. And then we met each other in Barbados a few years later, and had a really nice catch up.
So did you
And,
reunite, so to speak, in Barbados a few years later?
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
right.
reunite in that respect, no, but we reunited, as in we saw each other and we had a nice chat and had a nice lunch together at a polo match, and yeah, it was great.
So, Kat, because and I think at the age at which you met Harry, the essence of a person is pretty well established. So you knew the essence of him. What do you think of the Harry now as opposed to the man that you first met?
I don't even know who he is. I literally don't even know who he is. He's such a how do I describe it? Just a former shadow of himself. And whilst he says he's so happy, and he doesn't look happy, he doesn't sound happy. And I'm just really sad for everybody, really. And one thing I'm happy about is the fact that our lovely late Queen wasn't around to experience all this.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So you met a 21-year-old lad who was fun and laughed at life, and you at the age of 34 had a brief good time with that lad, and now looks like he takes life ridiculously seriously and appears to be whinging about everything. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I just don't recognise him. He's just not the person I met. He's just changed so much, and he would never ever have done a Netflix series or written a book. He just wouldn't have done that, and he would certainly would never have put down his family.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
And he would never explain himself when he said all he wanted was privacy. Well, you don't do that by doing a Netflix series.
Yeah.
No, it's unusual.
When you were with him, in the book, he's slagging off his brother so much all the way through. So he was never talking down to his brother
Is he?
What's that?
I said, is he?
Yes. He's like really anti his brother. He says he loves him, but in every chapter he's saying something negative about him. Did he ever say anything negative about his brother William when he was with you?
No, he wasn't a fan of Kate's, though.
Yeah, right.
No.
Interesting. All right.
But in my eyes, he should have ended up with someone like Kate, because Kate was fitted to the role, and she's amazing, and I have a lot of respect for her and how she carries on monarchy.
Yep.
And even just everything she does is just exactly. I'm very proud to be British. I'm very proud to be a royalist, but Harry ended up with somebody that I really don't think was suited to the role.
Yep, fair enough.
Well, it seems like she's not only not suited to the role, she seems almost intent on destroying that part of the establishment.
My theory was she'd always have 2 children by him and then ditch him.
That's what I think. I agree. I think she's lining him up. She's letting him go out there and make a fool of himself, and then she's going to leave.
But they've also made it, 200? They must have made at least 200 million together, which he can.
Yeah, and how much do you need for your mansion and your nannies and your this and your that? And,
your security, Cat. The security he's so obsessed with.
Well, you can't have the British taxpayer paying security when you don't even live in the country. So
fair enough.
He made that choice. He made his bed, and he's lying in it.
Right, there you go.
I wouldn't want to be lying.
No, doesn't want me in that bed.
No,
not
not
the 21.
anymore. We don't want to be lying in that bed anymore, Cat. The time was we would have loved to be lying in that bed.
There was a time.
Well, yeah.
Thank you, Cat Ommanney. Thank you for your
Appreciate
time.
it. Go to bed.